If your life was a clock, what time would it be right now? I got asked this question last week by a friend of mine who's about 15 years older than me, a little bit further on the retirement timeline, and that really struck me, and I've been thinking about it for the last week. So I'm going to ask you, if your life was a clock, what time would it be right now? Seriously, have you ever asked yourself that or some sort of similar metaphor? In other words, it's like, how much time is left before the clock strikes midnight? And are you actually living accordingly? It's a good question to ask. Welcome to the UnRetired, where you're not done, but you're finally doing what you want. If you like videos like this that get straight to the point and make you think about your next chapter, please like and subscribe. Helps us build the community. Now, that question, if your life was a clock, what time would it be? Well, first off, let's set the table a little bit. Think of your life as a clock, just the round 24-hour clock. And let's just assume you're going to live to 80 years old, maybe 90. If that was the case, midnight to 6 a.m. is really kind of when you're born until probably your age 20. It's your childhood, it's your learning, it's your becoming who you are. 6 a.m. to noon is, call it your 20s and to your 40s. You're building, you're striving, proving, momentum, you really have the energy. The next cohort though is noon to 6 p.m. and that would kind of be your early middle age. Call it age 40 to 60. And this is where you accept responsibility, pressure, peak intensity of that balance of peak mental, but also maintaining some sort of physical capability as well. And this is where you're able to deal with complexity. And your life, frankly, is a little bit more complex as well. And then you get to 6 p.m. And so think of that window of 6 p.m. to midnight is, let's say it's 60 to 80 or maybe 60 to 90 if you actually think you're going to live a little bit longer than the average life expectancy. Those are kind of the late innings of the game. It's 6 p.m. to midnight. That's kind of the stretch run. Right now, I'm 63 years old, so I'd say that I'm somewhere, let's call it 6:05, 6:10 at night on that clock. So far, it's been a great journey, wonderful journey, great life. And it doesn't feel like it's gone that fast so far, but it only feels that way in hindsight, because now I'm looking, it's like 10 after 6, and I'm looking at midnight. There's a lot less of the day left than I thought. And of course, at this age now, remember you used to go out and you'd stay out till past midnight? Well, now a late night is 9:30. So now I'm like looking at 6:10 and I've got till midnight. Now it's starting to feel like it's going fast. Life doesn't speed up while you're living it, but it certainly compresses now that you look back and then you're looking forward and you see what is left. So the 6 p.m. to midnight phase is when the reflection is natural, it's not forced. If anything, there's a sense of urgency about thinking, what am I going to do for the next 5.5 hours? You're going to look at old relationships, you're going to look at all those cornerstone moments that shaped your life, the milestones, graduating from school, maybe getting married, having children, having a career, retiring, all those important milestones. The memories, they kind of become places that you're going to visit often, but you also start feeling a little bit of regret and also a lot of perspective about, well, those things are gone, they're past. So for me, it's 10 after 6. I've got another few hours left in the day, and this is the part of life that shouldn't be about rushing anymore. It should be more about meaning and presence and appreciation for the time that I've got left. Life is a clock. It's past 6 o'clock. I think I'm going to probably live till I'm in my 90s, but it's very clear that we're going into the evening. The sun is setting, and as I said before, I can't stay out that late anymore.